Recording. Okay. Happy morning. How's everyone doing tonight?
Happy morning.
Hi.
Happy morning.
So just to introduce myself, my name is Donna and I will hold on. Okay. My name is Donna and I'll serve as your sergeant at arms tonight. I'd like to read you the rules before we truly and officially begin. So first of all, please be on time. The room is open 15 minutes before the agenda starts. Before the meeting starts. Let's follow the time given in the agenda. Second, please identify yourself properly. Please rename yourself according to the following name format. For visiting Toastmasters, please do VTM-name-club. If you are a role taker, please mention your role first. Speaker 1 to 8 dash name. And if you are a guest, please use the letter G dash name. Next, please turn on your camera. Make sure that your face is within frame so that we can see your beautiful faces. And please stay on mute. Mute your microphone whenever you are not speaking. When it is your turn to speak, just remember to unmute your microphone. And lastly, and most importantly, please be fully present and have fun. Pay attention and participate actively. Use the chat box to leave any feedbacks or encouragements to the speakers. With that, I will give the control to our Vice President of Education, Professor Alfin.
All right, thank you, Toastmaster Donna. To start this meeting, everyone, please unmute yourself and say it louder after me. Are you ready?
Happy
morning.
Happy
Morning.
Happy morning and welcome to STBD Toastmasters Club, a place where you can become a better you by striving for progress. What is Toastmasters? For guests or for you who just joined here today, we are since 1924. It's almost 100 years. More than 300,000 members, 149 countries, and 15,800 more club. Toastmasters International has been a non-profit educational organization, teach public speaking, and also leadership. Remember, if you are a public speaker, you are also a leader because you will direct the audience, you will deliver the message, or sometimes you will move a huge lot of audience. That is what leaders did, right? And about CBD, we have three values. The first is equal opportunity for members' self-development. And the second, safe place to learn public speaking and leadership. And third, networking opportunities for everyone. And in Toastmasters, there are 11 pathways. Like you are going to college, there will be the major of the college. Start from dynamic leadership, leadership development, or engaging humor, presentation mastery. For your information, presentation mastery is the most popular in our SGBD club. More than 20 persons are in that pathway. So it will depend on your challenge in your life. What is your challenge in your real life? My challenge is I was lack of leadership, so I need to learn about dynamic leadership so I can enhance my or solve my weakness. Once you reach level 2 in any pathways, you are eligible to join a Toastmasters competition. You can start to build your portfolio. Wow! And our meetings is every Friday from 6:55. From 6:55, not 7 p.m. Our meeting is from 6:55 to 9 p.m. GMT plus 7 Jakarta time. Right? So we start early and we did our hybrid meeting in Perpustakaan Kementerian Pendidikan dan Kebudayaan, Gedung A in Sudirman Street. twice a month. And another meeting will held virtually by Zoom. Well, is that enough? You can still visit another club. Here we have Toastmaster Sirlina Home Club in TNC every Thursday, bi-weekly, 5 p.m. Jakarta time. We also have Elias Club in Empire, 7 p.m. on Tuesday. Hello. Yeah, we also have Pak Yusuf Club in Maranatha every Wednesday, 7 p.m. So you are invited to every club in Toastmasters. Well, for Friday, club hopping is forbidden because it is only for STBD. Just kidding. Okay, announcement. We do have our education program. First is evaluation and feedback. Credit to distinguished Toastmaster Brahma Kumar to introduce this program. So I try to do it in STBD. You can share your speech, can be table topic or prepare speech to our WhatsApp group like this. Can be about video, can be YouTube link, or just a voice note. That's also okay. And then all of the sudden, someone will give you a feedback like this. Can be in form of words or another voice note or sometimes video. And start from 1 January to 9 June, we are rewarding those that taking role for the most. We have 500,000 for the first place, 300,000 for second place, 200,000 for third place. And the eligibility is minimum 8 times role taking, or about 33% of the chance. And this is only for member, non-outside exco. But how about visiting Toastmaster and exco? You do still have a chance like this, 250,000 for the first place, 150,000 for second place, and 100,000 for the third place. So enjoy now and reach then. So for more information, you can visit our Instagram or our YouTube video channel, so you can see, you can rewatch your recording again, and then you can learn, and you can be better every single day. So that's all for my introduction. Let's begin the session. I will call our Toastmaster of the meeting. We now have her in the room. Please help me welcome with a big applause, Toastmaster Uyun Aziza. Welcome to the stage.
Thank you, Toastmaster Alfin. Happy morning, everyone.
Happy morning.
Happy morning.
Happy morning.
Nice to see you, everyone, SCBD Toastmasters members, visiting Toastmasters, and esteemed guests, especially for those of you who are first coming to any Toastmasters meeting. Welcome. Hope you enjoy our meeting. Speech Marathon, the second series. Wow. Unfortunately, I could not attend the meeting last week, but I'm thrilled to hear many stories from you all in this speech marathon. Marathon. When I think about marathon, I remember when I was a kid, I cannot differentiate between marathon and sprint. Maybe if you are a runner, you know what is the difference. But let me ask you, Toastmaster Ivonne, what is the difference between sprint and marathon?
It's so joyful. It's a kind of little difference with the normal. I make the speech, but it's also kind of a little nervous. This is my feeling.
I see.
Thank you.
Okay. Oh, you are never, I see. Yeah, in terms of speed, yeah, a marathon is more into endurance, but sprint is more into speed because the distance between sprint and marathon is different and the time as well. Marathon is more like for a lengthy period of time. And it reminds me of the story of, maybe you know, rabbit and turtle race. Do you know who is the winner? Toastmaster Donna, who is the winner? Do you still remember this?
Uh-oh. It is the turtle, isn't it?
Yep. Yeah, turtle is the winner, though maybe we underestimate the turtle is very slow, rabbit is very fast, but in this story, turtle won the race. Why? Because with his persistence, turtle go through his way, while the rabbit is just like slacking off, run fast in the first half, and then he slept, and then yeah, while he was sleeping, turtle keep running and then won the race. And from this story, it's actually resonates to me because in order for me to finish a pathway, I need to be persistent like what a turtle does. Maybe I can get very excited at the beginning, but then, okay, I postpone later. Okay, when Toastmaster Alfin came to me, Toastmaster Uyun, deliver your speech. We have a marathon event. Later. Then I can see, for example, Toastmaster Intan, how in which level are you now? I think second level, isn't it?
First level.
Already. Oh, first level. But I think that you are diligent in delivering your speech. So why I would love to bring this story is that I really appreciate for all speakers today that is encouraging for encouraging other potential speakers in the speech to deliver a path project. And yeah, I really love your energy to keep going delivering your speech, and hopefully for the next meeting I can deliver my speech as well. And what I like from the speech marathon as well is for everyone to get a chance to give feedback. So there is no evaluator, everyone is evaluator. So this is a good chance for you to train your active listening, listening to all speakers and give feedback to them. All right. And for the agenda, today we only have prepared speech and evaluation. They are woven each other. So after each speech, there will be round robin, and then another speech, and then round robin evaluation, etc. until 8 speakers. There is no table topic sessions today, unfortunately. So guests, we are inviting you to our next session. Do we have table topics, Mr. Alfin? Maybe if we have, then you will be given a chance to speak in our table topic session. So this is very special session we have today, so there is no table topic session. And before I introduce the rangers, I would love to inform you a very special time arrangement for today. So each prepared speaker has maximum 7 minutes 30 seconds, the maximum. If you hit the maximum, I would love to ask support from Toastmaster Donna to mute if you have passed the maximum. So if you are still speaking when the time is up, then you will be muted. But everyone for prepared speaker today will be eligible to be voted. Okay, so you have a similar chance to be voted, but audience can tell whether you have wrapped up your speech or not. So please keep your time. All right? Okay. Please support us, Toastmaster Donna. Thank you. So I would love to also give the stage to Toastmaster Donna to introduce what a timer does for today. The screen is yours, Toastmaster Donna.
Thank you very much to our Toastmaster of the meeting, Toastmaster Uyun. So hi again, my name is Donna, and I will serve as your timer tonight. Tonight we have only one set of time rule, and that is 5 to 7 minutes for prepared speeches since we have a speech marathon. So in order to show whether a speaker is eligible to be voted, at 5 minutes, I will change my background to green. At 6 minutes, I will change it to yellow. And at 7 minutes, I will change it into red until 7 minutes and 30, at which point I will mute you. So in order to avoid that cruelty of mine, I suggest for you to start wrapping up as soon as you see the yellow screen. Otherwise, you might be scrambling upon 7 minutes and like, oh my goodness, I'm not done yet. And oh, thank you. Which we might have been privy to beforehand. That would be my responsibility. I will give my time report at the end of each um speech delivery as well as on the chat box. And I will also time the evaluation sessions. So for evaluations, everyone combined has a total of 3 minutes. So at 2 minutes, I will turn my screen into green. At 2.5 into yellow. And at 3 minutes, I will turn my screen into red, at which at 3:30, I will have to mute the very last speaker. So those would be it. Please look forward to the recaps in the chat boxes and to the recaps at the end of each speech. Thank you. Back to you, Toastmaster Uyun.
Thank you, Toastmaster Donna. Yeah, following up on what Toastmaster Donna explained, that she will also time the evaluation session. And I think I haven't introduced what is round robin actually in Toastmasters. Round robin is a chance for everyone, no exception. So SBD Toastmasters members, visiting Toastmasters, guests, everyone here, even role takers, or even another prepared speaker, is allowed to give feedback to any speaker after he or she delivered his or her speech. And the time in total will be 3 minutes and 30 seconds, meaning that you are not given the whole 3 seconds to speak, but I encourage you to highlight what is the most important thing that you want to say to the speaker. Maybe assuming maybe 1 minute, and then another speaker, another evaluator can follow. And if you have more things to share to the speaker, later we will share you a link for feedback where you can type anything you want to say. All right. So I encourage everyone to listen carefully to each speaker and give feedback later. And the total is 3 minutes and 30 seconds. So when Toastmaster Donna has shown red, meaning that speaker who is speaking will be the last speaker, the last evaluator. All right. And then I would love to introduce our ballot counter visiting Toastmaster Rahmania. Toastmaster Nia, please introduce your role. The screen is yours.
Thank you, Toastmaster Uyun. Good evening, everyone. My name is Nia. As the ballot counter, I will give you the link for you to vote your most favorite speakers. And at the end of the meeting, I will announce in the Hall of Fame session who is the best speaker. So please vote for your best speaker to encourage the speakers. So I can wait to hear the remarkable speech from the speakers here. And luckily, it's only one poll today, prepared speech speakers. So vote for your most favorite prepared speech speaker. So that's it, my role. Back to Toastmaster Uyun.
Thank you, Toastmaster Nia. Toastmaster Nia will be back later with a link for you to vote any favorite speaker. All right, without further ado, I would love to call the first speaker, Toastmaster Ivonne. Toastmaster Ivonne is already retired. Oh, thank you for your hard work, Toastmaster Ivonne, for these years, and currently be a volunteer in a charity organization to help and learn with the elders how to eliminate suffering and gain the happiness. I found peace and to help others. She loves cooking and taking walk in her daily routine. Oh, sounds very healthy. Oh, and it relates to what she would love to deliver today. The title is 5 minutes to a better health. 5 minutes to a better health. The screen is yours, Toastmaster Ivonne.
Thank you, TME Wu. Hello, happy morning, everyone.
Happy morning.
Happy morning.
When my mom was 70 years old, she was in pain every day. Each morning, she walked with numbness in her hand. She couldn't lift her hand above her shoulder. I hated seeing her in pain. Have you heard of Tai Chi? I have studied and used it for many years. As a practicing healing practice, I taught one easy exercise to my mom, and soon she was fluttering like a butterfly. Fellow Toastmaster, do you walk with numbness in your hand? I would like to share with you the rotating hand. Please do it with me as I demonstrate. Stand up with your hand, just as per your hip joint. Oh, I can see some Toastmasters. Thank you for your standing. Then start rotating your hand. It can be done faster, quickly. Be sure to take this index finger to your elbow as the axis. Rotate the hand connected to your elbow. That would be most effective for you. Spin it quickly to generate the energy. It is chi. We can stop them together. So do it as fast as you can until your hands become sore. Then quickly store it with your hand. Gripping the energy ball is made from the released chi. Chi is the energy. Toastmaster, do you feel your energy ball? It's a round ball. To strengthen this ball, we can do this. Open it by 3 to 5 centimeters. Close it the same distance. Open, close, open, close, open, close. Slowly, finally, it won't be closed. You just hold an energy ball, an invisible bow between your hands. This bow can be moved left, up, down, right, up, down. What is the function for this movement? Since when we practice Tai Chi, there are many movements like this. It's about grabbing. It's about grabbing the air mass. That is the energy. The energy in our hands. It goes through into arm. When you do this, the whole hand will be energized. Remember my mom. She's doing this exercise after 2 months. She can lift up her hand. Through this exercise, the qi and the blood flow smoothly after the qi and the blood were unblocked. There was no pain, and the body could be naturally be healthy. Fellow Toastmasters, it's really fun. Pick it up. There is something in my hand, something invisible. That is the collection of the energy. It must be done with joyous perseverance. With joyous perseverance, day by day. Fellow Toastmaster, have you already got your energy ball between your hands? Thank you. Back to our TME. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Yvonne, for demonstrating how to have Tai Chi exercise. Oh, it's my first time to experience this. As like, oh, we can feel the energy from the air mass. Thank you for sharing. And I would love to invite everyone from the floor to give evaluation from to Toastmaster Yvonne. Oh, thank you. We have Toastmaster Shirlina. The stage is yours, Toastmaster Shirlina.
Yvonne, thank you so much for demonstrating the importance of Tai Chi. I know English is not your native language, probably it's not your first, second language, but you did it so well. The thing I like about your content is that, first, your delivery. Despite this is not your language, you really demonstrate to someone like me, say, okay, just do it, deliver it, standing out. That's a lot of people can't do that, right? You feel confident to do that. I see you're confident. Although some of the terms in Tai Chi are not very easy to understand, but you illustrate with the body language. You just say, do this, pull your hand, rotate. Such a simple thing, such a difficult thing to do, but you make it so simple. Just rotate. Imagine you hold this ball. Imagine you do this. And you get the audience to engage with you. What an amazing thing that you did there. Excellent job. Overall, I find that you're a very good speaker because you structure your speech such a way that you have a body, how you start with attracting the audience attention, grabbing it, and then you explain what it is, and then you conclude with, this is so easy to do. Have you got it? Excellent job, Yvonne. Just need to get a bit more practicing the going so that you can be more off the attention of the screen, because I can see that you are paying attention to your speech. Then you forgot about the other aspect. You could actually bring it together to your speech. For example, Have you learned about Tai Chi? Instead of just reading, have you learned about Tai Chi? All right. Overall, great job, Yvonne. I really loved it. Thank you so much. Back to you, Toastmaster of the meeting.
Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shirlina. A good evaluation opening from Toastmaster Shirlina. So I hope everyone later can also give your evaluation to the next speakers. And for the second evaluator for Toastmaster Yvonne, I would love to call Toastmaster Alfin to share your evaluation.
Toastmaster Yvonne, what I would like to highlight is the interaction. Like when you see the audience is standing, thank you for standing up. I feel touched in my heart when you say that. It's very wonderful. We can learn that if you see audience do what you want to do, you can say thank you or appreciate your audience. And I also would like to highlight the use of camera position. Make sure you have a little bit space above of your head, so you can be more visible in terms of body language, and it turns out we can see you more fluently or moving, because if you are just here, limited, maybe you will jump, and also can emphasize your speech. Back to you, Toastmaster Uyun.
Thank you. Anyone would love to be the next evaluator? We still have some time.
Yes, maybe a quick
Oh,
one.
please. Yes, please, Toastmaster Amelia.
I believe that Toastmaster Cirlina and also Alvin already told you about the positive of your speech. Maybe a little room for improvement is to use more intonation and projecting your voice. So maybe could you could use louder voice when you told about how about the Tai Chi, the closing one. So I think it will make your speech better. Thank you.
Thank
All
you.
right.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Toastmaster Amelia. I think it's been a long time I did not see you. I forgot. What is your home club, Toastmaster Amelia? May I know?
I have two home club, a Magical Bali Toastmaster Club and also Dentasar Bahasa.
Oh, good one. Welcome to Jakarta virtually. We want to go to Bali as well. Oh, all right. Thank you, Toastmaster Amelia, for completing the evaluation. So those are the 3 evaluations from Toastmaster Yvonne. Hope Toastmaster Yvonne can improve in the next speeches and maintain the good points that evaluators have said. All right, and we will move on to the next speaker. We have Mama Dino, Toastmaster Intan. Toastmaster Intan is a Tajwid tutor. She enjoys singing, so looking forward for your song today. And she loves dinosaurs so much. And today she will deliver a speech titled To Be a Better You. To be a better you, Toastmaster Intan, the stage is yours.
Thank you, Toastmaster. Happy morning, everyone! Allow my dinosaur angels and I to have chit-chats for a while. My lovely families, what would you like to be when you grow up? Granny Ima, I want myself as a singer, so I can be a singer professionally like Shakira. Wonderful, Nira. And you, Alador? To be honest with you, I want to be an actor, so I can beat Leonardo DiCaprio and be the greatest actor of all time. Awesome, Alador. What about you, Lily? I just... Yes? I just want to be kind. Especially, be kind to myself. Oh, my dear, you're so noble. My fellow Toastmasters and guests, I agree with Lolly, totally. She chose to be kind. And suddenly, I remember the three things that I can learn from my mom. First, be yourself. You don't need to fit in like other people. You're original, cannot be replaced. Second, be honest. It's okay to not be okay, because we are humans after all. And third, be kind, because everyone is fighting their own battles. Please be kind to each other. Most importantly, be kind to yourself first. Now, let me tell you a bit of my healing journey. As we all know from my previous speech, I was totally depressed when I lost my mother. I had to pretend to be strong. I kept denying my emotions. But when I listened to my favorite song that reminds me of her, I start to recall my memories of her and begin to cry. Grieving is not an easy thing, my friend. The more I forced myself to let go of memories, the more I felt so painful. And I realized I was not kind to myself. I had been hospitalized for 11 days in Bogor. And on the last day there, I remember my doctor told me like this: only you who can control yourself. If you're still longing for your mom, accept it. Embrace all of your emotions. They're part of you. Grief comes in waves. Joy comes in waves. Everything is temporary. Trust the journey. Thankfully, since then, I practice what my doctor told me, and I feel more peaceful. I love myself, including my uniqueness. That makes me very special. But I have to admit to you, it takes time to fully understand that healing is a lifetime journey to become better version of ourselves. My fellow Toastmasters and guests, I'd like to share with you another 3 tips before I end my speech. 1, do whatever that makes you happy as long as you don't hurt people. Remember, be kind and treat other people just like you want to be treated. 2, focus on your strength, because you are unique and you can pursue your dreams if you have the courage to go for it. And 3, have faith. Put your faith in what you most believe in. At least believe in yourself. Because whatever life throws at you, hold on. You are worth it to be a better you. Thank you. Back to you, Tom.
Thank you, Toastmaster Intan. Love your tips. 3 tips to be a better you. I like also the third point about keeping faith. Oh no, it's so heartwarming for me. Thank you so much, and I would love to call everyone from the floor to give evaluation to Toastmaster Intan. Who would love to give the first evaluation? May I call someone then? Oh, okay. We have Toastmaster Amelia. The floor is yours, please.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Intan. It's really great speech. I really love the opening. And also, I really love your voice and your expression. It is really full of expression because many people say that I am expressionless. So I think it's really good potential for you to become a storyteller or a good public speaker. One room improvement for you is I think you can more focus on what the message that you want to tell in your speech, because there are many messages. Be kind to yourself, have faith, be kind to other people. Maybe you can focus on just one and repeat it like 2 or 3 times when you do your speech. Also, maybe you can focus the story of one story. So people will more have engaged on your speech. That's all for me. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Amelia. Who wants to be the next evaluator? Okay, Toastmaster Shirlina, the stage is yours.
Intan, great speech. Just only one thing I want to mention is that if you could tell your story in your message, I think it would be more powerful. You will get a lot of my attention. I was hospitalized to begin with. Tell your story, then lead it to how you improve yourself. Then you will really help me to understand how to improve on myself based on your story. Otherwise, I find that you really deliver a great message, powerful message there. Just a little bit of focus that require. That would be fantastic. Great job, Intan. Over to you, TOM.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shirlina. Anyone wants to be the next evaluator? Let me see. You can raise your hand if you want.
Yeah.
Oh, Toastmaster Ivonne, please.
I want to share. I very express the speaker Intan for her very emotional and expressive facial expression. Yeah, I love it so much. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ivonne, for the encouragement. And I saw Toastmaster Yusra raised her hand. Do you want to deliver an evaluation for Toastmaster Intan?
Yeah, sorry, I can open my camera. It's just one point I want to suggest here. During your the daughter's line, try to act like your daughter. Try to change your voice to make it different. So it's like your daughter saying that. So that's the only point from me.
All right, thank you, Toastmaster Yusra. Yeah, I think that's the last evaluation from Toastmaster Yusra. I also want to raise a point. Oh, what makes you different from other speakers that you always have storytelling style speech, and yeah, you use dinosaurs as your how to say, like actors. So maybe what Toastmaster Yusra said, maybe we can explore more in the use of voice. Thank you, Toastmaster Intan, for sharing how to be a better of us. And I would love to invite the third speaker. We have our club secretary, Toastmaster Agung, who has several nicknames. If a Western style, we can call him George. If it's, wait, is it Chinese? We can call him Akyong. Is it Chinese, Master Agung? Okay. If he is in his Oppa style or Korean style, we can call him Agung you goblin. So Toastmaster Agung today will deliver a speech titled Less Worry. Less worry. Toastmaster Agung, the Zoom is yours.
Thank you, Toastmaster Uyun. Yes, you can call me anything that you want. All right, my fellow Toastmasters, and I saw some guests here. I would like to ask you two questions. The first question is, have you ever taken a leadership role or position in any committee or maybe when you run an event? I want to see. Want to raise hand? Right hand? Yeah, I believe that you are all a leader because you, of course, because you are Toastmasters. And then my real question is number two. Have you ever felt a certain amount of anxiety when you are on that position? Please raise your hand. Yes, 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 yes. You are with me. Thank you so much for raising your hands. Yes, you are with me. Why I want to talk about the leadership or leader and also anxiety? Because these two terms can coherent each other, right? Because leader is someone who will face a lot of challenges when doing something, when running a committee or organization or an event. Let me tell you again about, maybe remind you again about these two terms. Leader. Leader is someone who can be counted on by the entire team, by the entire teammate, so that you can drive them into a good path. And also you are being the strength of the team. And then the second, anxiety. What is anxiety? Anxiety is a feeling. Anxiety is a feeling or a reaction to a stress. And also anxiety is a fear what will come next, what will come in the future, whether it is whether it is rational or irrational. Yeah, as I said before, leadership as a leader and anxiety is connected each other because the leader will have a lot of challenge ahead of you, right? When you have a challenge, when you have difficulties, of course you don't know about the future, and then the anxiety comes to yourself. It comes to you, and we don't know what happened, what to do, and then I feel anxious. For example, like myself, yes, I happened to be a leader, and I had the anxiety, not disorder, but anxiety feeling. Yeah, when last year, when in my company, I needed to lead to a project which is impactful to a lot of people or the clients, and I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what need to say, and I was really anxious, and I just worry about things about that, blah 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 blah. And then when I led, for example, when I led a meeting, when I run a meeting, I feel like my hands trembling, my hands was so I didn't know, and then it showed to my team, and then the effect is that is the negative effect, that my teammate did not believe me at all, did not trust me because I was so anxious. I didn't know what to do, right? So the negative impact is more than the positive impact that we want to achieve. So, ladies and gentlemen, why I talk about the leadership and anxiety? Because I wanted to learn and practice more in leadership. And thank God and thanks Toastmasters that there is a project that high profile leadership, and I am on that project. So what I will do in this project that I will let me share my screen. Yeah. Okay. I think everyone is. Okay. Wait a second. Let me present this. Okay. Okay. I mean the screen is all right.
Not yet.
Not yet. Oh, sorry. Sorry. Oh, I'm anxious right now because I have difficulty. Yeah, right. I bet now. Okay. So what I will do, because I will lead an event. This is a debate series. Debate series. This is three clubs events: SCBD Toastmaster, Essential Toastmaster, and also Ultimate Toastmaster. Because this is the third and final session. This will be held in SCBD Toastmasters home club, and it will be versus SCBD versus Essential Toastmaster Club. And when will be held is in Friday, March 17, 2013, 2023, and it will be held full online. Right. So what we're gonna do in this debate topic, we have already decided to. The topic is smartphones make us stupid, and then the open debate topic is Androids are better than iPhones. So in this event, I will need a lot of row takers. So I will divide it by 1, 2, 3, 4. A lot of row takers, and I will manage to get the row takers in time. And then I already have the timeline that the preparation that before the event happening. So ladies and gentlemen, please come in the 17th March, and please be there for me to see that I can be the leader in that event or not.
I'm sorry, so, time is up. Back to you, Toastmaster of the meeting.
Thank you, Toastmaster Alfin, for the time support. And we will go to our round robin evaluation session. For those who just came, in round robin session, everyone can deliver an evaluation for the prepared speaker. And I would love to call the first evaluator for Toastmaster Agung. Anyone would love to share?
Me.
All right. Please,
please,
Toastmaster Alfin.
So Toastmaster Agung, I like when you interact with the audience, raise hand. Thank you. That's another important learn from Toastmaster Agung that we can see. And also the journey, become a leader and then face anxiety. That's also related to me when I lead in other occasion. The point is the speech is about describing your project, which is a debate. Only I think the most of your speech 4 until 5 minutes is not about the project. I would like to suggest you to give more time on delivering your project, and you also share what you do. As audience, what we want to know is how do you come with that idea? You set the timeline. Why do you set the timeline? How you make it? You make the role. Why you make the role? Why is role is that? So we do know that is the role, but in audience point of view, what we can learn from that project that you shared. Thank you. Back to you, Toastmaster Uyun.
Thank you, Alfin.
All right. Thank you, Toastmaster Alfin. Anyone would love to be the next evaluator? Maybe the guest?
Please.
Yes, Toastmaster Nia. The floor is yours.
Thank you, Toastmaster Uyun. Toastmaster Agung, I appreciate your speech today, and I really like the PowerPoint, the sketching from your presentation. But if I may suggest you, if you have the backup plan for the visual aids, maybe for minimize the technical issue, you may try to put the JPEG or the picture into your background so everyone could see what you want to tell them about the event itself. And then just like Toastmaster Alfin said, maybe you need to have the time more for the explanation of the event itself. So maybe in the beginning, you will shorten your opening about the anxiety, but it is good. It was good. It is good, but you can shorten the sentence for it, or maybe just one paragraph, and then you can jump to the event, direct to the event, and then you can have more time to explain about your next event. So that is my feedback for Toastmaster Agung. Back to Toastmaster Uyun.
Thank you, Toastmaster Nia. Anyone from the floor would love to give an evaluation? All right. Then I would love to give you some points, or not some points, a point, Toastmaster Agung. I really like how you opened the speech by like engaging with the audience. And what I love also is your level of comfort. Though the speech is about worry, about anxiety, but you can position yourself as a comfortable speaker. Though you said, "Oh, it's glitching, I'm nervous," but actually it's not reflected on your face. I think that is something that is good from you. But maybe for the room of improvement, when you are talking about anxiety, maybe you can play with your tone to make, how to say, kind of dramatize your speech to relate for the audience what is the urgency of minimizing anxiety. Maybe that's all from me. Overall, thank you so much, Toastmaster Agung, for sharing us, giving spoiler as well for our next meeting. Oh, the next meeting is also special because we will have debate series. Everyone, including the guests, can participate in the open debate session. So come to what Toastmaster Agung has prepared. All right. Let me check a bit. Is my voice audible clearly?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Thank you. It seems like my internet is not so good, but I would love to invite our fourth speaker. Long time no see, Toastmaster Leah.
Hello.
I am anticipating Toastmaster Leah's speech because she always delivered good speeches in the previous meetings. And today, we have no introduction from herself, but maybe if I can introduce her, she's what is that? Macrame? Do I spell it correctly? Macrame maker? Macrame.
Yes, no.
Macrame is...
I don't know how to spell it either, so it's okay. Macrame.
Okay. So later, you can search in the Google what is macrame, and there is something that Toastmaster Leah can make beautifully. All right. And today, Toastmaster Leah will deliver a speech titled, "Is it okay to not fit in?" Is it okay to not fit in? Toastmaster Leah, the Zoom is yours.
Okay, thank you. Toastmaster and guests, I would like to share my stories. I do love to play tennis. I joined in the club to improve my forehands.
But I also hope that one day I had a tennis squad too. So I asked some of my colleagues who were interested to play tennis, and we could make a group. It wasn't easy at first, but I persuaded them to spend some cash so they could buy our rackets and motivate them to arrange their business so all of us can play tennis after the office hour. It seems getting well at first. Everybody were excited until one day I see on my Instagram, I saw a group that had gone and played tennis without me. It made me wonder, what is wrong with me? And it drove myself crazy with thought that, am I not good enough for them? Am I did something wrong? Is it okay for me to not fit in that group? Is it really matters? Well, I think it is because, our society contaminates us with a way of thinking that you have to fit in or else you will have no friends, no life, no future. You will end up forgotten and be alone. You may think that, is it exaggerated? Perhaps, but still some of us, some people will do anything to avoid such an outcome. So I would like to share my opinions why we, all of us, try to fit in a particular group. For me, I think there are two reasons. First, because we don't want to be excluded. Maybe some of you have the same experience with me. You hear your friends singing out to the party and talking how fun it was, but you don't know what you're going to say because you're not invited, you're not there. And you will end up thinking that I am being excluded from that group, and you will do anything to be part of that group. The second of all, why we try to fit in the group is just because we don't want to lose our friends. In case, let's say you have your own circle, your own gang, and you will try to do anything to be part of that gang, to be stick on it. You will talk in the way that wasn't you. You will laugh, even though it's not funny. Even you join when they try to poke fun at someone, even though you fully know it's harmful. It's against your morals, against your heart. Yes, some of us will change our personality to be like our peers and to fit with them. So it's quite serious though. But again, you see all of your friends do the same thing because you don't want to be different. We want to act differently, we want to dress differently, we want to talk differently. Because we think that if I could not fit in on that group, I will walking around with a target on my back. I will get bullied. I will end up alone. So this is serious though. And I think I try to find an article just to comfort me. And I will find some of the tips, the things that I have to think before when I was thinking that I cannot fit in that group, in one particular group. The first is copying others just to fit in can be backfire. Why? Because people can often see through our disguise. A 25-year-old Brian recalled, I said what he said there. I fit in less with my colleague when I was pretending to be someone I wasn't. I learned that it's the best to be yourself because people can tell when they were faking. Yeah, that's true. We can see, we know, oh, you were faking. So what is the better approach? Think your priorities. What is the most important things? Ask yourself, what's the more important? Is it fit in with those people whose value are different from mine, or stay true to who I am? Why? Because when we're trying to be like others, it's just pointless. They won't make people like you more, and you will not be a better person. In addition, trying to fit can stiff our personality. Some of people become a people pleaser, right? people pleaser who conform to what others want you to be. They will put you at the mercy of others and you will become their puppets. So what is the better approach? At first, you have to know your values and live by them. Instead of being chameleon, they change color according to the environments. So again, Toastmaster and guests, when we're trying to meet a new people and make a new friends, don't consider just those who interest match with yours. Look for the people who have the same values, same moral and ethical convictions. I still remember the illustration that really bear in my mind. Like a certain type of clothing. Certain type of clothing will not look good on you. It could look bigger, it could look smaller, or the color of the clothes is not fit on your skin, you look pale, and etc. The same thing, some of people will not enhance to your values. So don't try push yourself too hard to be like them. In conclusion, Toastmaster and guests, if you think that you're not fit in a particular group, rethink your priorities. What's the more important? Fitting with the people whose values are questionable or staying true to who you are? Develop a good reputation and take a proper pride on it. Don't be like a chameleon that change the color according to the environments. And last, even though trying to fit in was not always wrong, but you should never do it if it means going against what you know is right. Thank you.
Wow, thank you, Toastmaster Leah, for sharing whether it's okay or not to not fit in. And the answer is, yeah, it's okay. And I would love to hear some evaluations from the floor. Who would love to be the first evaluator? All right, we have Toastmaster Shirlina here. Please, the Zoom is yours.
Sorry, I'm going to talk a lot. Leah, thank you for your speech. You reminded me very much of the version of me when I was working in a corporate environment for a long time. And I was really very much in the male-dominated environment. Peer pressure, society, community, the society conditioning and all the environment that we're in affect us and affect other people's behavior toward us. And you highlight very important point about how and what not to become, which is very key message for many people of us, for many of us here, because we always try to fit in and without knowing what are we compromising by doing so. So you gave a very good message there. What I was looking for is you say you have that problem, someone just excluded you in the game you like to be part of, and it affects you. But I did not hear how did it affect you, and how did it actually change you? How do you overcome that exclusion? Is it okay not to fit in? How? So that was one thing that I was missing. How do you do it? I was looking for it, but then you continue with your advice what not to. And that's very important advice for us. And you wrap up, we say, okay, please be aware of this. It's okay not to fit in. So in conclusion, I like the structure of your message. And I'd like you to highlight the very important message to all of us here. It's okay not to fit in, be yourself. But what I'm missing is, this is a very deep story from your own experience. You did not express that side of it because you suppress your emotion. I can feel you. You're suppressing it. And I did not get that part of it. If I get that part of it, you really got me take away in your very important message today. I love it, Leah. And thank you again for sharing this. It's very important to us to understand. Thank you. Over to you, TOM.
Thank you, Mr. Shirlina. Who wants to be the next evaluator? Okay, we have Toastmaster Nia from the floor. Please, the Zoom is yours.
Thank you, Toastmaster Uyun. Okay, Toastmaster Leah, good evening. And I really loved your speech, your message about the story, about the society, about the morals that you put into your speech. And I think your speech can be relayed to anybody else here or everyone here. And it is such a good story to tell to everybody and to share to anyone. And the area improvement for you is, I think you may have the strong opening if you make the analogy, like such as maybe example, if you try to tell, do you expect that when you are playing the tennis ball, you get the smashed, but the smash, it gets to you, not a tennis ball, maybe like that. Or you can make it such in a gesture maybe, or some kind of that, so everyone can interact attract more to your speech, so and then they can easily know what you want to tell, that you are got smashed from your society, but not but you tell it in your story the way you know, maybe about your story, but you make it an analogy to the opening, so everyone can easily grasp your idea. So that's it, my feedback for you, Toastmaster Leah, and back to Toastmaster Ian.
Thank you, Toastmaster Nia. Yeah, that's a good speech from Toastmaster Leah. That yeah, in any, how to say, some it is kind of us. I forgot friction we had with our colleagues, with our friends. It can be a room for us to think what is actually happening there, and that's a good sharing from Toastmaster Leah. I think we can only accommodate 2 evaluators for Toastmaster Leah due to time, and I would love to call our 5th speaker, Toastmaster Alfin, who is not tennis player but a badminton player, a public speaker, and a people pleaser, something that Toastmaster Leah had mentioned in her speech. And Toastmaster Alfin today will perform a stand-up comedy. And the title is stand-up comedy. So, oh, let me see. Who will be the timer for Toastmaster Alfin? Wait.
I can read the timer.
Oh, Toastmaster Amelia. All right. Toastmaster Alfin, can you see Toastmaster Amelia's screen?
Yes.
All right. Are you ready?
Yes.
All right. Stand-up comedy. The Zoom is yours, Toastmaster Alfin.
How do you feel when someone asks you, "Who are you?" Or the interviewer say, "Please tell me about yourself." I was panic. Ah, who I am? I'm Alfin Abrar. Ah, that's me. Alfin Abrar. That's my name. It is an Arabic name. Alfin means 1,000. Abrar means kindness. So Alfin Abrar is 1,000 of kindness. It is a pressure to be named Alfin Abrar because you need to do 1,000 of kindness to be eligible to be Alfin Abrar. If you miss just one kindness, you will be just 999 Abrar. If you do more than 1,000 kindness, you will become 1,001 kindness. So you need to do exactly 1,000 of kindness to be eligible to become Alfin Abrar. Alfin is not a really rare name. I have my friends Alfin Lee from Phoenix. Hi, Alfin Lee. Hope you see this recording. How does it feel to be named Alfin Lee? Does it mean you need to do 1,000 times to be eligible to be Alfin Lee? Oh, I have one more friend, another Alfin. Alfin Zikri. Alfin means 1,000. Zikri is another Arabic means reminder. 1,000 of reminder. Poor you, Alfin Zikri. People just keep snoozing you, especially in the morning. People will just snooze the reminder, the alarm. That's the Alfin, 1,000 of Abrar, kindness. Abrar is my father's name. He is very possessive. Every child in the family names Abrar in the end. Ayu Abrar, Aisyah Abrar. If I find someone on the street, his last name is Abrar, you are my siblings. Abrar means kindness. But my father is always angry. Hey, Alfin, why don't you like the neighbors? He is better than you. Wait, father, you're not eligible to be angry. Your kindness. He nod, he smile, he slap. That is my father. Alfin Abrar, 1,000 of kindness. One more thing I would like to answer who I am is, I'm an ultra competitive person. I like winning. I hate losing. I will try to tell you a secret. Could you please promise not to tell anybody? Okay. In every Toastmasters meeting, every time the ballot counter send the link for the best speaker, I always vote for myself. It gives me a hard time if the ballot counter said, send me direct message. Oh, I'm so shy. Who's the best speaker? Me, but I'm shy. I also love red very much. My shirt is red. My watch is red. My blanket is red. My towel is red. Yeah. You want more? My shoes is red. The sock is red. I love red very much. It reflects my personality. I kind of narcissism. Well, red in terms of wavelength is the longest color in terms of wavelength. They can visible in the longer distance rather than other color. For example, the traffic light is red when he asks the car to stop. Can you imagine if the traffic light is blue? Blue traffic light? Fellow Toastmaster, that is me. 1000 of kindness. I'm an ultra competitive person and I love red. My friends, don't be panicked if someone asks you, who are you? You can play with your name. You can mention one of your personality, or very simple, what is your favorite color? My favorite color is red. The timer is red. Back to you, Toastmaster of the meeting.
Thank you, Toastmaster 1000 kindness. How can you predict that the timer will be red at the very exact timing? Thank you, Toastmaster Amelia, for helping to be a timer. I would love to call everyone, anyone in the floor who wants to share an evaluation for Toastmaster Alfin. Okay, Toastmaster Nia, please.
Hello, Toastmaster Alfin.
Hello.
I appreciate again your speech, and I also love your body gesture, your vocal variety, and then about how you deliver the technique the delivery technique that you are always showing to us in Toastmasters. But if something to improve from you, I may suggest that you may focus to structure your speech and then focus to highlight your title. Why the title is stand-up comedy? Why it is not 1000 of kindness? Because you mention it all the time. And I think it is the suitable title for you, 1000 kindness. And if you want to proceed with this speech next time, or you want to improve this speech, maybe I want to suggest that you will tell your personal story than you put another Alfin to the story, because we want to hear the story, that the kindness that you did, the memorable things that you did to in your life. So it is relatable, and then it is more suitable for your title and the entire speech. So that's it, my feedback for you. Back to the material.
Thank you, Nia.
Thank you, Toastmaster Nia. May we have another evaluation from the floor? Maybe we can have Toastmaster Ilyas. Is it you or your your cartoon? Let's see. All right. Maybe we can save later. We have Toastmaster Agung here who would love to deliver his evaluation. Please, Toastmaster Agung.
Okay, hello, my brother. Yes, thank you so much for giving me a laughter tonight. I don't know, maybe because we have known each other for a year or so, so that I know your character and your individual, because you are really funny. But actually, I would like to know you more when you are delivering speech in a comedy way, in a funny way. I'd love to see another side of you when you're telling a story, when you're telling a funny story. So maybe you can find a way on telling us the story, the funny story in a different way. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Toastmaster Agung. Sorry, I think my internet is not so good. Is the time up for the evaluation, Toastmaster Alfin?
Yes, time's up.
Oh, okay. If you have comments to Toastmaster Alfin, you can feel free to write your evaluation in the feedback link here. Let me share. Oh, later I will share. And you can type your evaluations there, not only to Toastmaster Alfin, but to any speaker today. Thank you, Toastmaster Alfin, for bringing kindness, spreading kindness to us. And let us invite the next speaker. We have someone coming from far away from Yangon Toastmasters Club, Toastmaster Sue.
Point of order, Toastmaster
is
Uyun. Toastmaster
yes.
Shu is not here yet. Connected. Maybe we
Oh,
can move
okay.
to next speaker first and then come with Toastmaster Shu.
All right. Thank you, Toastmaster Alfin. Then we will move. We will have Toastmaster Azhar Othman from Labuan Toastmaster Club. He is an entrepreneur, a management consultant, and a social activist. Oh, a complete package. He holds a bachelor in business administration from University of Minnesota and MBA from Miami University. Oh, what a lovely place. Currently, apart from being the owner of his own chili farm and management consultancy firm, he is also a chairman of BIMP EAGA Business Council, Labuan, Malaysia. Oh, what a nice profile of you, Toastmaster Azhar. Today, he will deliver a speech titled No Big Deal. No big deal, Toastmaster Azhar. The Zoom is yours.
People will forget what you said. People will forget what you did. But people will never forget how you made them feel. Can you relate to that? I do, and I certainly did not forget how a total stranger made me feel 40 years ago. Hello, Toastmasters, and everyone who does not forget a good deed. I was 17, and it was summer of 1983. My friends and I drove to the east coast of the United States for a 2-week vacation. The highlight of the trip was a stop in the city that doesn't sleep. New York, New York. We just came down from the world-famous Empire State Building, the one that King Kong climbed and saved a girl. Remember that movie? After taking a few more photos of Manhattan, we got into our car and drove on. Traffic was so horrendous, we hardly moved. Suddenly, from the side mirror, I saw a young Afro-American wearing a torn shirt, cycling furiously towards us. Back then, I was reminded that blacks are bad people and you should not get near them. So when I saw this young man, I was petrified. Was he going to harm us? What should I do? When he finally reached us, he simply pointed towards the roof of the car, as if there was something not quite right up there. Curious, we stopped on the roadside and alighted from the car. What do you think we found on that roof? Bird drops? No. A puppy? Definitely not. It was my camera. I had left it on the top of the car after taking the pictures and forgotten all about it. I was over the moon. I then tried to look for that kind young man to thank him, but he was long gone. I was so ashamed of myself. How could I simply assume that a person of skin color is bad and dangerous? Why had it not occurred to me that he could have been kind? He did what he did so nonchalantly, as if it was no big deal. But to me, it was a big deal. If not for him, I would have lost my most prized possession and all the beautiful pictures I've taken along the journey. I learned from that young man that a rich heart may be inside a poor coat. Fast forward to 5 years ago. My wife and I went to a small town, home to the tallest mountain in Malaysia, for a wedding. We checked in at a nearby motel a few hours before the event. The wedding reception was memorable. The next day, I drove back and arrived home in the late afternoon. At home, I began to check my phone and was surprised to see several missed calls and texts from an unknown number. She said she's Carol, the receptionist at the motel. She wrote, you left your iPad in the room. So I called her immediately. Carol, thanks so much. If anyone you know is coming down to my place in the next few days, please ask that person to bring along my iPad. But Carol had another idea. I can do better than that. I would drive down in a few minutes to return the iPad to you myself. You don't have to do that, Carol. But she was adamant. Imagine driving alone for more than 2 hours in the dark of the night on a mountainous road with dangerous bends and slopes just to return an iPad. Some 3 hours later, there she was in front of my door with my iPad in her hand. Then she went back to the motel. Carol's level of kindness was extraordinary and beyond the call of duty. But to her, it was no big deal. I learned from Carol on that day that if you can be kind, just be. My dear kind friends, because I have received so much kindness, I also learned to be kind. I learned to give. To the many impoverished rural students, I give them hope. To those who are struggling during the pandemic, I lend my hand. To my family, they have my open arms. The smile on their faces, knowing you have made a difference in their lives, is a precious gift to my soul. There is no such thing as a small act of kindness. Every act of kindness creates a ripple. And every ripple creates a wave that is unstoppable. So what stops you? Be the light that brightens someone's day. Go out of your way to lift someone. Perhaps someday, someone might somehow remember how good you made them feel. Even if to you, it is no big deal. Over to you, Toastmaster of the meeting.
Thank you so much for sharing, Toastmaster Azhar, for reminding us to be kind, because there is no big deal in kindness. Oh, thank you. Then I would love to call anyone from the floor who would love to share evaluation to Toastmaster Azhar. Anyone from the floor?
Me?
Okay, all right. Please, Toastmaster Alfin.
What can we learn from Toastmaster Azhar's speech is the use of repetition. No big deal, no big deal. It plant the message deeper to my mind. I can remember it. The key message that's very wonderful that I learned a lot. And then also the zooming to the camera and then zooming out is a really good technique. What I would like to point out is the use of pandemic. I think it is not really relevant right now because today, compared to last year, pandemic is quite decreasing. Maybe you want to switch the example with that line with another one. Can be someone who is struggling in achieving goals or anything. Okay, that's all for me. A good use of repetition and need to consider to change the word pandemic as the example. Thank you.
Thank you, Tim Alfin.
Thank you for sharing, Toastmaster Alfin. We have to. Oh, okay. We have now Toastmaster Shirlina who wants to share evaluation to Toastmaster Azhar. Please, the stage is yours, Toastmaster Shirlina.
Thank you, Azhar. Your speech title, no big deal, but your message around, big deal. That's giving me, the message is so great, but it's giving me a different kind of energy reflection on that because it's such a great message. Kindness is a big deal. Yes, to Carol, no big deal, but your message is a big deal. So that did not click very well for me because I like your message. I didn't like the title. But Azhar, I love something about you. I have heard your speeches a number of times, not that many times. Today, my goodness, you are so engaging. You are so aware of your audience. You really make an impact on my mind today because you were so entertaining by sharing your story at what point, at which point, and you even play a different character left and right. Above all, you structure your speech so easy, wonderful to follow. I was thinking about where you are going with a powerful quote that you said in the beginning. Where is it going? What's the story you're going to tell? And exactly, bang, you got me. And then I was looking for your conclusion. That was a powerful message. Kindness. And you wrap it out such wonderfully. I love it, Azhar. Good job. Over to you, Tom.
Thank you, Shalina.
Thank you for sharing, Toastmaster Shirlina. Let me check with the timer. Do we still have time, Toastmaster Alfin?
One more.
I cannot see. Okay. Thank you. We have here Toastmaster Nia. Please, the stage is yours.
Thank you, Toastmaster Wiyun. Okay, Toastmaster Azhar, I really, really appreciate and love your story in your speech tonight. And the way you deliver it is better than last year's performance when I saw you in a speech contest. And what I love about your speech is the way or the structure the technique that you are showing to us, and then it is precisely easily to grasp for the audience, like me example. And I think for you to improve is maybe you may focus to the story of the young man in the New York City. I think it is a very good example, and you may exaggerate the story, and you can delete the story about with the story about the motel, your iPad. I think it is not related to your first story, but if you want to get the audience focused to your story and remember your story, I think you may exaggerate the story about the young man you met, because it is really inspiring story for me. That's it, and back to Tom.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Toastmaster Nia, for sharing your evaluation. So those are the evaluators for Toastmaster Azhar speech titled "No Big Deal," but it's a big deal actually. And we will move to the next speaker. We have Toastmaster Sue here. Toastmaster Sue, are you back? Could you please?
Yes, I am here.
All right. Yeah, we can hear your voice clearly. So Toastmaster Sue is a sophisticated young lady who claims herself as a public speaking enthusiast and who is keen on teaching young learners. Oh, very nice passion, Toastmaster Sue. So, oh, sorry if I pronounce your name incorrectly. So Toastmaster Sue here will deliver a speech titled, "Yes, I won the lottery. Yes, I won the lottery." Toastmaster Sue, the Zoom is yours.
It's been over a decade, to be exact, 12 years ago. At the time, I was just an 8-year-old girl who was in grade 3. Although it's been a while, I still remember about what happened vividly. So one morning, I was at school, and on that day, one of the soft drinks brand called Coca-Cola came to our school to promote their brand. And their promotion strategy was brilliant. So the thing is that we just have to purchase a bottle of Coca-Cola, and in return, we are getting a chance to participate in the lucky draw program. So for that, one bottle just costs around 20 cents of dollar. So every kids are like so eager to buy that. And I was one of those kids. So why are we so motivated? That's a very interesting thing. There are like so many prizes that we will be getting by participating in that lucky draw program. Like there are like big prizes like teddy bears or some backpacks. They're like medium prizes, which are like stationaries. And then there are small little keychains that we can get by purchasing those. And of course, there are some tickets where we are getting nothing. So as I mentioned before, I was so eager to purchase one. So I just took 20 cents of dollars and I ran through them. And then I bought one bottle of Coca-Cola. So I also got a chance to draw lots. And I got one ticket here. So everyone, how do you think which prize that I won? Is it like a big prizes or a medium one or small ones or maybe nothing? So let's check it out loud together.
Big.
Oh, okay. Big prize, small prize. Let's check it out. And the thing is that, sadly, unfortunately, and luckily, you can see what I got here. It is nothing but a thank you note. Yeah, that was truly devastating for a kid who is just 8 years old. And I was like so shocked. And you know what is more heartbreaking? Only one out of those 10 tickets mean that we are getting nothing. And for 9, we are getting something. So only 10% of people got nothing. And I was that 10% of people. How lucky, how unlucky I am. I was, and I am still right now. So I was so shocked, by seeing all of my friends are with their prizes. And I asked myself, why am I that unfortunate? And why am I having the fate that is unique, but in an unpleasant way? I keep blaming myself like that. And now I don't find it surprising anymore. Whenever I take part in the lucky draw, there is like 100% chances that I'll be getting nothing at all. And I was believing like that till one morning. So that morning, I was in the bathroom and I was washing my hairs and taking a shower. So for me, it's like, it takes a long time whenever I wash my hair. And I think about this and that, and it just suddenly brought me back to that 12 years ago incident. And I feel miserable again, unsatisfied again. And I blame my fate. Oh, why do I have that kind of very unfortunate moments in my life? And then I keep thinking about this and that. Suddenly, one idea just enlightened me. And I told myself that, hey, Sue, you have already won the lottery. But how? I didn't even buy the lottery ticket. How did I win the lottery? That is, I won the lottery since the day I was born. And that is having my parents as my mom and my dad. So now you all might be thinking like, hey, Sue, what just happened? And some of you might even argue to me that, hey, Toastmaster Sue, parents are not a lottery ticket, are they? How do you think? Are they? Of course not. Of course not. But here, let me explain it to you one thing. Before we were born, can we choose our parents? Like, I want that particular man to be my dad, and I want that particular woman to be my mom. Can we do that? Of course not. We didn't have that chance. So it's exactly like this drawing lots thing. We just drew lots and we were clueless at the time, and we got just random ticket. And for that lottery thing, I won the biggest prize by having the best parents in this universe. Why do I say that they are the best parents? It's so simple. Because every single day, my parents, they never get tired of adoring me and cherishing me and taking care of me and then supporting me mentally, physically, financially. Till now, I am a grown-up adult, but till now, I got the support from them. And then they want to give everything that they have. And I can feel their affection and unconditional love toward me, which are absolutely irreplaceable. So now I could say that I have already won the biggest prize, right? Do I even need to win those small little lucky draw things? I don't think so. So my dear fellow Toastmasters, our life is just fair and square. Nobody is having only good things, and no one is having only bad things. We are having those alternatively. But for us as a human, we tend to focus on those bad things over those good things. But what we have to do is we just have to be grateful and appreciative about what we already have. And then be thankful and grateful about it. And just value them when you have them in your life. And the lottery thing is the same way. Everybody, you, me, and everyone, we all are winning it once in the lifetime. Not all about money, maybe parents, friends, or maybe romantic relationship. You will see. So yes, I won the lottery once in my lifetime. So what about you? You'll be getting it sooner or later. So with best wishes, back to you, our Toastmaster of the meeting. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for sharing, Toastmaster Sue, for reminding us to be grateful with whatever we have. Bad things might come, but better things will come as well. Oh, thank you. Then I would love to call anyone from the floor who would love to share a feedback to Toastmaster Sue. Maybe I can call someone. Toastmaster, this is Toastmaster Ravee. Do you have some things to share? I think still muted.
Sorry, apologies, no, because I'm priming myself up for my speech is coming up next.
All right, thank you. This is Master Alvin. Maybe Toastmaster Ilios, are you there?
Okay, I want to add Toastmaster Oyun.
Oh, okay, please, Toastmaster Alvin.
Okay, Toastmaster Su. I like the energy. Energy is contagious. When you're showing your energy, audience, I can feel it. That's good. And then also, first, I would like to remind you the use of virtual background. I prefer you to not use it because you use property. It will be hidden when you like this, hidden, showing. And I also like the way you use thank you. That is love point. I like this so much. That's very, very, very humorous. And the way you bring the audience to the lottery winning, I think you can make it more dramatic. Like when I was waving my hair, etc. And boom, make something contrast. Because I think that is the climax of your speech supposed to be, but I didn't find that really reach the maximum height of that. And also the facial expression. I know you're kind of cheerful person, but try to be sad when you are in the unlucky moment like that, or when you don't find it pleasant. I still see you smile. Do you happy with that unpleasant? Play it slower, deeper, and maybe put a different face. So that's all for me. Back to you, Toastmaster Oyu.
Oh, thank you for sharing, Toastmaster Alvin. We have here as well Toastmaster Nia. Please, the Zoom is yours.
Firstly, I would like to ask the title of Toastmaster Su speech.
Yes, I won the lottery.
I won the lottery. Okay. I really appreciate the energy of Toastmaster Su. I like the opening with that story about the lottery, and my suggestion will be the same like Toastmaster Alfin. Maybe you need to get deeper with your emotion. You can play with your vocal variety and the pacing, and then you talk like faster and maybe too fast at some particular part, but uh, you can improve that, and I think you can make it. And then maybe to compile with the story, I think I lost a bit in the middle of your story. Maybe you can make it simple, make it a way you can put the simple story that relate to that thank you moment about that prize that you found the lottery. I think it will be great that if you can add a thank you story and how you grown up with the thank you itself. So that's my feedback. Back to Tom.
Thank you, Toastmaster Nia, for sharing. I would love to also share my observation. What I like from Toastmaster Su is the anticipation. I felt the kind of tension. What will she get? What will she get? I really like that moment, and I think that is what is keeping my attention to your speech. And because she didn't get it, and then what is next? I think that's kind of secret formula that a good speaker has, and that is what showed today. And the result, like, it's thank you. I think that's quite fast, like quick. So maybe you can like pause a bit, and maybe without background, then everyone can see what is thank you. Because if I blink my eye, maybe I cannot see what is the result. And yeah, and that is actually the, how to say, like the very exciting, anticipated moment from your speech. Thank you, Toastmaster Sue, for sharing the story when you won the lottery and not winning the lottery. And now we come to our last speaker, distinguished Toastmaster Ravee. He is a lifelong honorary member of Kota Kinabalu Toastmasters Club in Sabah, which he founded and chartered way back in 1999. Wow. Thank you for bringing Toastmasters in Kota Kinabalu, and having served as its charter president for the first 2 years. He considers this to be his home club. And now he is a dual member of Mid Valley Toastmaster Club in Kuala Lumpur. Wait, Kota Kinabalu and Kuala Lumpur is like two different islands, isn't it?
Two different worlds, actually.
You're right. It's a different district as well. And he is presently working on his second WO, Distinguished Toastmasters, this time using the pathways. He is passionate about lifelong learning and improving himself. And today, Distinguished Toastmaster Ravee will deliver a speech titled Stop, Think Again. Stop, think again, Distinguished Toastmaster Ravee. The Zoom is yours.
Do you know of anyone who does a toast for the dog? My mother did when she went into the kitchen each morning. And if that was not enough, she would lovingly spread marmalade onto it before giving it to our pet dog, Chico. And Chico would not stop to think, let alone think again. He would lodge for it. But Ma will say, slowly, Chico, slowly, slowly. Ma was unable to pronounce the word slowly, but she had her own way of spreading love to all. Soon Chico began to take it for granted. You may say it was in his DNA. But I too took after Chico. Pray don't tell me that I had Chico's DNA in me. You see, if I was late out of my room for breakfast, Ma will bring the toast, tea, and whatever right into my room. But Ma was a smart cookie. Though she was the epitome of love, she will bring a long list of errands for me to do. But doggone as it had become, I would neglect to do them. I too was lulled into taking things for granted. So much so, I failed to do these errands, and I slipped into a very bad habit with Ma, which became a permanent feature in my life for some time. This resulted in an unhealthy episode with Ma, for which I must share the story with you, for the simple but yet profound message it has. You see, Ma was an investor in weekend lotteries. Come every weekend, Ma will make a list of numbers and give me the cash to go and place the bets. But you know what I did? I would never do so. But worse, I'll pocket the money and pretend like as though I've done so. Well, the numbers never came out. Fine and dandy. One fine day, Ma came into my room clearly over the moon, said, "Hey, we struck first prize." I froze. You know, I had not bought the numbers. I stood like the Statue Without Liberty. And Ma stood like the Rock of Gibraltar telling me, show me the numbers. I meekly uttered, I have not bought them, Ma. Ma's face went pale. I quickly changed tune and said, no, Ma, the numbers are in the car. I will go and cash them. I scampered out of the house even before Ma could realize that things are not adding up. I wanted to get away as far as possible from Ma, but call it Ma's gravitational pull. I kept going around in circles around the neighborhood. I was like a rat caught in a trap. I had been cheating Ma, and the chickens had finally come home to roost. I was frantic, I was desperate, I was frenzied. Being caught in a rut, having no other choice, I dragged myself to the bank, crawled up reluctantly to the counter, and withdrew 13,000 ringgit from my own account, the equivalent of the winnings, all the while regretting why I had failed to place the bets, the drags from my account. I came back home. I gave the fresh, new, lovely, sweet-smelling notes to Ma. You should have seen her face. It lit up like the lights at the stadium being switched on for the night's football match. I had not seen Ma so happy for so long, but only I knew the sources of the money. Ma slipped away 2 years ago. To say that it was a somber occasion will be an understatement. I was at the crematorium when they rolled her up to the incinerator. I had a last look at Ma. Images of me cheating Ma flashed by. I wept even more. But pray tell me, of what good it is crying after spilled milk. So, this is what happens when things go on very well. Bad habits creep in insidiously and take root. I was lucky I had money out that day. What if I didn't? So if there's one message that I can share is, if you ever come close to taking things for granted, stop, think again. Of course, this is not quantum physics. This is not rocket science. It's as simple as ABC. But the irony is I had to go through a lesson like this to have the message driven home. On a colossal scale, think of the Titanic. Thousands died because someone took things for granted. If only they had stopped to think. History is littered with so many cases where man had taken things for granted, giving rise to disasters and deaths of so many people. So no more tomfoolery by me since. What about you? Are you taking anything for granted? It affects relationships, safety, health, opportunities, you name it. So I pray tell you, should you come close to taking things for granted, stop, think again. You will be grateful you did. Thank you. Back to you.
Thank you, distinguished Toastmaster Ravee, for reminding us to be grateful for every moment in life that we should not take for granted. Thank you for sharing that. And I would love to call anyone from the floor who would love to share evaluation to distinguished Toastmaster Ravee. May we have Toastmaster Azhar, maybe you would love to share evaluation for distinguished Toastmaster Ravee?
I've listened to his speech like 7-8 times, so I don't think it's fair for me to comment because, and I believe he wants some fresh fresh comments from fresh evaluations from others. Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Toastmaster Azhar. Let's see. Toastmaster Shirlina. I cannot see whether you open your camera or not. But do you have any evaluation to distinguished Toastmaster Ravee? Oh yeah. Okay, I can see you now. All right. Okay, maybe we have here Toastmaster Agung. Toastmaster Agung, please. The Zoom is yours.
Okay, Toastmaster Ravee. This is doing Toastmaster Ravee. I'm not sure if I happened to listen to this speech before, but it seems I have. But I could see the improvement in your delivery. For example, when you project your emotion to the audience, I really love that. When you feel sad, you show that you are sad. And when you tell a story, yeah, you seem to differ. You seem to differentiate between two people when in conversation. I really love that. And also when you play your what's that, the body language and also the vocal variety, I want to be like you. I mean, I want to copy your style when I deliver a speech. So thank you so much and keep going on, Toastmaster Ravee.
Thank you, Toastmaster Agung. Okay, we have Toastmaster Shirlina. Please, the Zoom is yours.
Ravee, it's the first time I hear your speech of tonight. I always look at two of you, Azhar and you. Both of you always maintain that very professional look. It's very difficult to get you guys into that kind of more emotional space. Azhar did well tonight. So do you. Oh my goodness, you ignite my emotion like the lights ignite, like the lights light up the whole stadium. It's great delivery. You talk about the whole story, so personal, and reminds me of me and my little brat, my son, when he was younger. He was very similar to that, and so relatable. And most parents here can relate to that. Even your child, your non-parents, how do you respond to your mom, your parents? Somewhere you did that too. So it's excellent delivery. The one thing, Ravee, Statue of Liberty, and the other side of it, when mom dashed into your room, say, I want it. How did she react to you when you did not buy that ticket? I was expecting a monster coming on you, rip you alive. That was missing for me. The rest, Ravee, wonderful message, great story. I love it. Thank you so much. Back to you, TOM.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shirlina, for sharing your evaluation. Distinguished Toastmaster Ravee, I love your story. I think what I like from your speech is the use of analogy. For example, frozen like the rock of Gibraltar, I can pronounce. And then when your mom face shone like the light of stadium, that kind of analogy I like so much. And I think the time for evaluation is up. Oh, sorry, I cannot see the screen. Mr. Alfin, do we have time still?
The time is up.
Okay. Okay, and that wraps up the round robin session for Toastmaster Ravee and all speakers. And should you have any evaluation for any prepared speaker, you can feel free to write your evaluation in the link that we shared. And Toastmaster Nia also has shared the link for voting. And we have here 15 people, so I hope 100% of us can vote. And let me have 15 seconds for everyone answering to vote. Oh, it's it's very difficult. We have 8 people to vote.
Toastmaster Uyun, while waiting, we can have photo session first.
Okay. Oh, my goodness. Okay. Right. Please, everyone, open your cam. Guests as well, please. Put your best smile with the count from Toastmaster Alfin. Please, Toastmaster Alfin.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Uyun. Please show your face. Toastmaster Su, still on the sky. Okay, we'll have 2 photos. The first one is normal. The second is the wilder, please. Yeah. So this is the first one. 3, 2, 1. Okay, thank you so much. Now the second one. Wilder, please. Show yourself. Express it. 3, 2, 1. Okay, back to you, Toastmaster Uyun.
Thank you, Toastmaster Alfin. Toastmaster Nia, how many votes did we get so far? Is it below 10? Or we have exceeded 10 votes? Please, everyone, please make sure that you vote your most favorite speaker.
Still 8 votes.
Still 8 votes. We need at least 4. Again, guess. Okay. Please make sure that you click on the voting link and we can have, all right. Maybe while waiting for her to finish wrapping up the votes, maybe I would love to give the control to Toastmaster Alfin to give some closings before the real closing. Please, Toastmaster Alfin.
Thank you, Toastmaster Uyun. Yeah, while waiting for ballot counting, maybe I would like to add to Toastmaster Ravee's speech is a good use of descriptive language, very awesome. And what I would like to ask, I also hear the speech more than 2 times. What I would like to ask is to add the froze. You say when you froze, stop more. I'm froze. Stop, something like that. And then also, when you say one message I would like to share, I think that is too obvious as a segue. I think it should be like something like, my friends, repeat your message, something like that. My friends, don't take things for granted. Other than I would like to share you one message. Okay. How about Toastmaster Nia? Do we already have the winner?
Yes. Wait. Yes,
Uh,
Toastmaster Alfin, we got the winner.
Okay, over to you, Toastmaster Nia.
All right, everyone. Please let me share my screen first. Please wait for a moment. Oh, wait. Okay. Does it already appear to your screen?
Yes.
Okay. Please guess who is the best or the most favorite prepared speech speaker. Drum roll, please. Goes to... Oh, sorry. Azhar. I forget to rename your name. Sorry, it's still Toastmaster Nuning. Sorry. Pardon me, Pak Azhar. It is you that is
maybe
the most favorite prepared speech speaker. I will
Yeah,
edit
maybe can
this.
edit a bit and then we can have the Hall of Fame photo.
Okay. Okay.
Toastmaster Nuni.
I thought you were doing a practical joke on me. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you.
Just say no big deal, sir.
No big deal.
It's no big deal. Okay, this one, I think.
Okay.
Okay, congratulations, Pak Azhar. Pardon me for
Thank you so
my.
much. Appreciate
Please
everyone.
do slideshow.
Toastmaster Alfin. Okay.
Yeah. Please slideshow, Nia.
Slideshow, yeah. Hold on a second.
Okay. Okay, Toastmaster Azhar, please pause. 3, 2, 1. Okay, done.
Okay. If you have any question regarding SCBD Toastmasters Club, feel free to contact Toastmaster Hani or just follow the Instagram at SCBD Toastmasters or just watch the video on YouTube if you want to watch again this session or other session from SCBD Toastmaster. So that's all from me as the ballot counter. Back again to Toastmaster Uyun or Toastmaster Alfin.
Thank you, Toastmaster Nia. So the Hall of Fame wraps up our session today. Thank you very much for staying until the end. Sorry that it gets late, but thank you very much for your enthusiasm and your evaluation. I loved that we have round robin and we heard an evaluation from you all. And that's all from me. Thank you for your enthusiasm. And I would love to give the control back to Toastmaster Alfin.
Thank you, Toastmaster Uyun, our time of day. Handle all the session from end to end. You speak a lot today. Thank you so much for your effort, Toastmaster Uyun, managing the stage for a very long time, almost 2 hours. I would like to give a short announcement. Tomorrow, we will have area I3 contest at 9:30 a.m. So feel free to come. We'll be on hybrid. Check our Instagram account for more details. And next week, we will have an edu session about speechcraft by Toastmaster Genison Wibawa, our public speaker trainer. And also on 17 March, we will have a last match debate with Essential Toastmasters. That is all the announcements. Maybe I would like to call one comment from audience, maybe from Toastmaster Azhar. Thank you. Congratulations, Toastmaster Azhar, the best speaker of today. How do you feel?
No big deal.
No big
No big deal.
Well, it is a big deal because I'm against so many good speakers. All the other 7 were very good and inspiring. So I thank SCBD for, especially Toastmaster Alfin, for texting me and asking me to give a speech. And this is, by the way, a practice speech. I will be contesting against distinguished Toastmaster Ravee again for real in 1 week's time. So this is just the rehearsal. So the real thing, you never know.
Wow.
But it's good to rehearse and, try a few ways of doing it, because this is probably my 4th time rehearsing for this speech. And I might be doing it once again before the contest, and hopefully everything will click. But thanks again, everyone. Thanks for the evaluation, Toastmaster Sherlina, Toastmaster Nia, and also Toastmaster Alfin. They are all very good feedbacks, and I will consider each one of them. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Toastmaster Azhar, and good luck for the contest.
Thank you.
Surprise! So this is a mini rehearsal before the speech. I didn't expect that distinguished Toastmaster Ravee will versus.
I think DTM Ravee might have something to say on that.
No, I'm going to jump in now. Ravee, the heat is on.
Come again?
You didn't get it. The heat is on.
The heat is on.
Oh, the hit is song.
Oh,
Of
The
course.
song.
All right,
I,
Ravee.
I am facing a worthy opponent, but all I can say is echo his topic, no big deal.
Exactly. So make sure the Statue of Liberty cease to dominate.
Never mind. Let's fight it out. Worst come to be worse, I become second to none.
No, you two are.
The best thing would be if two of us qualify for the final. That would be great.
Nice. Yeah.
Not possible because, but anyway, it doesn't matter. Let the best win. No harm. That's
I
how
will
the
see.
game.
I will see you both in Bali. I don't care.
That one for sure.
That one cannot because we are from the same division.
No, we are in Bali. We are going to Bali anyway.
Okay.
See you.
Thank you. Wow. I didn't expect that at all, but I'm happy to see the early contest. Good luck for DTM Ravee and Toastmaster Azhar.
Thank you.
Maybe from guests, Madeline, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Hello, Madeline.
Hey, hello, Max.
How are
Hello,
you?
Max. I'm good.
How do you find our club?
I got the link from my director actually. So this is my first time join with you guys.
Oh, from your director.
Yes.
Oh. Okay, and what is your reaction of today's meeting?
I think this is a good opportunity to develop ourselves to be a good public speaker, and yeah, I think we I think that's it.
Yeah, we learn a lot, not only to deliver the speech, but also the important is to deliver the feedback, right? Because you need to pay attention more, and how to deliver it is also important with a good language as well.
Yeah, sure.
Please come again next week. We will have speech craft session by one of our member. The theme is about crafting your personal story, and that is one thing that like Toastmaster Intan did, distinguished Toastmaster Ravee did, and also Toastmaster Azhar and other speakers as well. See you next week, yeah?
I see. Okay, Mas. See you next week. By the way, how can I get the link for next week?
You can find our Instagram account, or I will just put it here in the chat box.
I'm sorry, Madeline. I will send the link to you. May I?
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
You can share the link to me, Mbak.
Yeah.
Yeah, WhatsApp or here. Okay.
Yeah, here is okay.
Yeah, you can. Master Hani will give you the link for next week. Okay, just please come tomorrow. Next week we'll have hybrid session. Okay, thank you. And do we still have Arif Purba, brother, still there?
Hello.
Okay.
Hello everyone.
Hello.
I'm so happy to come back again to your club. Long time no see. Hope we see again in the next meeting. Don't worry. I will come. Thank you.
Thank you, Arif. So that is all for tonight. See you again tomorrow. There will be no extended session after this, the usual networking session, because tomorrow we will have area contest. Hopefully all the contestants can rest well. And also if you want to watch it, feel free to find the information in our Instagram account. I also will post it in our role takers WhatsApp group. So that's all for me. I will close this meeting with the loudest happy morning. Hopefully you can repeat after me. Happy morning.
Happy morning.
Happy morning.
Bye-bye.